I think marketers need to do a few things. They need to think out of the box and say how we can use AI and software to do things we haven't done before. So we increase our capacity, we introduce new tools, we introduce new options, etc. So that's one reason. But the other one is very, very careful using data to measure the returns to marketing, or using academic research to show managers how these measurements should be done correctly, because a lot of the data is very misleading. I think in my experience, when I talk to companies and they ask me, my biggest problem is to prove to my manager that all of the marketing budget they spend is worth it. What we do as academics is we're very, very good at figuring out what to measure to show the managers, hey, this KPI, this metric, etc., this is clearly associated with your sales, and this is also influenced by your marketing. So this is a good thing to measure. Like, we can sift through the data and find these things. I think this is where marketers should go. Not do what's written in the textbook, it should work, because maybe for the organization it wouldn't work. But find for each organization the metric or the KPI that for them means the profits are increasing. This you take to your managers, and it helps them improve their budgets and convince of their highest ROI and impact. One thing that we were talking about for quite a few years, but now is catching up fully, is video. And mass-scale video production. People prefer to consume video. They like watching video ads if the ads are nice. The other thing, and again, my knowledge is mostly US-based, but we see that is what we call social commerce. So actually having shops on apps like TikToks and other social media platforms. And we see the younger generation definitely buying through these shops. It didn't happen before, but now it is. So as a marketer, they should consider this as a channel of promotion and sales. We see a lot of AI, of course, to create a lot more content. And we know that more content usually generates better search results, people find you more, etc. So you can use AI to do the routinely process of just creating content, but at scale. And I think this is where it's going. And finally, there is a trend that I think will come into play, but people don't realize how big it's going to be, is privacy. So privacy regulation is actually taking away some of our data, and marketers are going to be so used and so hooked on data that it's going to be unavailable enough in the next few years that they already need to think how to develop tools to avoid losing this data and to infer the same results with marketing actions. This is actually where our academic research is the mostly focused. So for the future, we're focusing a lot on how can I measure ROI when I have privacy-aware data? How can I design experiments when my data is going to be taken away from me? How can I target, personalize, etc. when the data is it's not that it doesn't exist, it exists, but it's not exposed to me to maintain privacy. So I think these four trends are kind of where things are going.